Hello, and welcome back to my writing desk. My name is David Glenn. For today's episode, I wanted to talk about another keystone species to the world building of Aos Talun. Kai is a world parallel to our own. Created by the god Wenki, it serves as a home to various unique species descended from Wenki's original designs. In one corner of Kai is Aos Talun, home to the kingdom of Canmore. It is here that humans have managed to set up a civilization of their own despite sharing their home with dinosaurs. Today's topic is an animal that helped make this civilization possible, the Hukoni. The Hukoni is a species of oviraptorid dinosaur. These were a group of theropod dinosaurs characterized by having a bird-like build, but being adorned with head crests and thick beaks. What these beaks were for is the subject of debate, as many dietary possibilities have been suggested. These include plants, meat, tubers, roots, and in some cases, shellfish. With a length of about 2 meters, Hukoni stand just a little taller than humans. Think like somewhere between an emu and an ostrich. In the wild, their sleek builds allow them to run at speeds of about 46 miles per hour. In captivity, however, they aren't really built for running, but that will be elaborated on later. The Hukoni are omnivorous, feasting on a variety of hard fruits, small vertebrates, tubers, and shellfish. Though it should be noted that when the season turns from wet to dry, their diet tends to change as well. When the wet season is here, the Hukoni will happily consume shellfish and fruits. When the dry season rolls in, the Hukoni will instead focus on tubers and small vertebrates. The Hukoni are very social animals, forming a hierarchy in their flocks. In the wild, these flocks consist of several males and females, and each pair stays mated for life. When the dry season comes in full force, the Hukoni will enter their mating season. The young males who are not mated yet will work on building a nest to impress the females, and the nest has to look sturdy yet comfortable. If the male succeeds in impressing the female, she will become his mate. This time usually occurs in the middle of August and ends in late September, when the dry season is becoming truly hot. A female Hukoni will lay up to a dozen eggs or more, all arranged in a circular pattern. The pair will take turns incubating the eggs, sitting through the hot sun to make sure the eggs don't fry from the heat. The one not currently incubating the eggs will look for food and bring some back for the one on egg duty. The Hukoni's inner systems allow them to conserve water during this time, allowing them to go for some time without drinking. Thankfully, the parents do not have to wait for too long for the eggs to hatch, as they take roughly 2.5 months to incubate. On Earth, this would be around late November and early December. The parents will raise their young for anywhere between 3 to 5 years, which is when the babies will reach adulthood. The young Hukoni will then seek mates within the flock and start the cycle all over again. The method for how humans domesticated these animals is unknown, or possibly a secret the people of Aos Talun keep to themselves. But like most things, there is a legend that helps explain how this happened. Like with Zene and the Mukoni, the Shikabwe tell of a woman named Maita who went hunting when food ran out. She searched for days with no success, and turned to Mwenki for guidance. According to the legend, Maita had a Nigeri friend who offered herself as food to save her friend, but Maita refused. She decided she would rather starve than eat the flesh of her best friend, and her selflessness was pleasing to Mwenki. He then guided Maita to a flock of Hukoni, which provided food for her people. However, when Maita found some orphaned chicks, she couldn't bring herself to leave them and took them with her. Maita raised the chicks to adulthood, feeding them and caring for them as if they were her own children. One day, while she was teaching some of the children of her tribe how to hunt, a pack of firetails attacked her. However, the Hukoni she raised to adulthood drove the firetails off. To this day, the Hukoni have stayed with the humans of Aos Talun. Today, the Hukoni are kept by all people in Aos Talun as a source of food. Their meat can provide about 15 to 20 kilograms of food for the inhabitants, and is a key component for many celebratory feasts. Now, you might be wondering what about the eggs, and that's pretty simple. The Shikobwe abstained from eating eggs as the Ruach flock sees eggs as the foundation of life, and as such, consumption is considered taboo. Other human nations don't share this view, but the Shikobwe picked it up due to their relationship with the Ruach flock. Another key ingredient that the Hukoni provide is that the people of Aos Talun developed a method to weave clothes out of feathers. Yes, that's right. The people of Aos Talun use the feathers to weave clothes for themselves. However, these methods don't always involve killing the animals, and they can be collected when the animal is molting. I'll describe how this method works in a future video. As is to be expected, keeping the Hukoni means the animals need their own space. Leaning into animals like ostriches and emus, we do get an idea on how much space is needed. To keep an emu happy, you would need about 1 acre or 0.4 hectares, while you would need 0.2 hectares per ostrich. Given the size of the Hukoni, it would need about 0.3 hectares per animal. In the city of Changomo, there are roughly about 25,000 to 30,000 Hukoni living on 22,240 acres or 9,000 hectares. The domesticated Hukoni can reach maturity in half the time that their wild counterparts can. This allows their numbers to be replenished quickly so they can continue to be a source of food and materials for the Shikobwe. However, it should be noted that even the domesticated Hukoni can be dangerous. Those who work around Hukoni know that these animals can deliver a painful kick to a person, and fatalities have been recorded. That's why it's a good idea to have more than one person around at a time when tending to the Hukoni. It goes to show that even when domesticating an animal, some traits can't be completely bred out. It is because of this that some people will breed the Hukoni to engage in special fights, most common between other Hukoni. While the Shikobwe outlaw these competitions, they are still held in the Ropocomo lands and are even in the royal court. There are also other lands that support and sponsor such competitions as well. This trait has also led to the Hukoni being bred for war purposes as well, with these animals being sent out to ambush enemies. They are raised to see a specific area as their territory, and if they see someone who doesn't belong, the results are not pretty. It has led to some people seeing the Hukoni as an animal of nobility and pride. The Hukoni is an animal that has proven to have a variety of purposes. From providing food and clothing to being a war beast, this species of dinosaur has proven crucial to the societies of Aos Talun. So don't dismiss these guys as overgrown turkeys because they carry more on their shoulders than that. Now it's your turn. What is one species of animal in your saying that is used as a food source? Does it provide any other services? What is the lore behind it? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks to Keenan Taylor, Emily Stepp, Professor Lambio VT, Necroraptor, and Gabriel the Akilobatar for providing the artwork used in this video. Their art has really helped in bringing these videos to life, and if you like what you see, I suggest checking them out and commissioning them. Links will be provided in the description box below. And thanks to Paleo Zookeeper Association for the research help provided in this video. I also wanted to thank viewers like you for watching this video. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.